A Christchurch man is petitioning for motor neuron disease to become a notifiable disease.
Paul Barton's wife, Ali, was diagnosed with a debilitating disease when she was 34. He says making it notifiable could eventually lead to a cure. National correspondent Amanda Gillies has part 2 in her MND series.
Turn a little bit. Straight down.
Navigating a new life confined to a wheelchair.
Straight down, that's it.
Ali Barton, once an active hiker and gym goer, doesn't want to be shown she's camera shy after being diagnosed with motor neuron disease at just 34, one of the youngest with the condition in New Zealand. Her body is shutting down. The disease will eventually claim her life.
Motor neuron disease changes everything. My wife is a nurse. She was an ICU nurse, so she saved lives, and now she's had to teach me how to be a nurse, and that's something that I never thought that I would be doing.
Her first symptom was a tingling in her right ring finger, which then spread, but it took 2 years for a diagnosis.
And suddenly she was really struggling to walk and talk, and they got an ASAP appointment with a neuro the next day, and he unfortunately diagnosed motor neuron disease. I think she handled it better than me. I was a wreck, to be honest.
He struggled with the fact there's no cure and a lack of information. And that prompted Paul to petition for MND to become a notifiable disease, which would mean every case would have to be reported to government authorities.
They're missing out on so much data because it's just needle in a haystack otherwise. You can't narrow down links between cases.
He says if it was notifiable, the information could be used to inform a public health response and medical research.
The only way that they're going to find answers and understand this illness is to make it notifiable.
A similar petition was created in Australia by MND patient Peter Riley.
You end up with an active brain in a dormant shell.
He collected nearly 30,000 signatures before his death last year, but no government action's been taken yet. Paul Barton aims to hand his own petition to the New Zealand government next month. To make it simple, he says people can just scan this QR code. We asked the Health Minister about the likelihood of MND becoming a notifiable disease.
Look, I'd have to say at first blush that's not likely.
He says that's because MND isn't an infectious disease. New Zealand has one of the highest incident rates of motor neuron disease in the world, with higher rates in occupations involving the farming industry. From diagnosis to death, it's normally about 2 years. Ali has lasted 5 years, and like many other MND patients in New Zealand, no one in her family has ever had the disease. Her diagnosis was out of the blue.
To be here together as we are.
But she takes strength and solace from monthly meetings with other patients, their time to share an experience they never thought they'd have to. Amanda Gillies, Newshub.